This company has made real cockroaches a programmable machine, and this is not a lab experiment, already testing it in the field. The company's name is Swarm Biotactis, and they are using Madagascar hissing cockroaches, which are 5 to 7 centimeter tall, one of the largest cockroaches in the world. But why on earth German military is spending millions to turn a household pest into a cyborg spy? Let's understand this. Okay, the biggest flaw in the modern military tech now is battery life and acoustic. If you build a mechanical drone the size of a bug, its battery will die in about 5 minutes. On top of that, tiny propellers are loud, they buzz. But a biological insect, it literally fuels by eating, and it requires absolute zero battery power to move. And it is completely silent also. So, according to the reports, Germany is rapidly plotting the future of warfare. They are shifting away from traditional bulky hardware and heavily investing in biorobotics. And Swarm Biotactis just hit the jackpot by choosing the Madagascar hissing cockroach. So, how does it work? Let's break down the actual scientific research making this possible. A cockroach navigates the world using two main sensors, antenna at the front and the cerci at the back. The cerci acts like a radar for predators. They have been chosen because they can carry a lot of weight proportional to their body weight. They can actually survive a lot of heat, physical stress, and many harsh conditions. So, engineers figured out how to hack this biological code. The process is like first they give the cockroach anesthesia and then they insert thin silver wire electrodes in the antenna and the tail end of the cerci. Then they mount a 3-gram electronic backpack on its back. Now 3 grams might sound like nothing, but this tiny rig is a technological marvel. It contains a micro camera, a microphone, environmental sensor that can detect gas or temperature changes, and a secure wireless communication module. But here's the real game changer. It carries a tiny edge AI chip that processes data directly on the device. Instead of streaming gigabytes of raw data back to a server and killing its battery, the AI pre-filters the data on the cockroach's back and only sending what's important. When light electrical signals are sent to the electrode in one side of antenna, the cockroach thinks it has bumped into a wall, so it naturally turns in the opposite direction. When the signal is sent to the cerci at the tail, it mimics the sensation of the predator sneaking up from behind, and the insect's speed instantly increases. It's all about tricking the insect's nervous system by delivering highly calibrated microelectrical pulses. You can have one human operator remote controlling a bug like an RC car, or the cockroach can navigate entirely by itself using AI pre-programmed behavior. But the most mind-bending part is that this is not about deploying just one cockroach. Swarm Biotactics has developed advanced swarm algorithms. This means a single human operator can command an entire group of these biorobots. They can carry multiple sensors like this. One cockroach is carrying a camera, second, a microphone, third, a gas sensor, and even then, everyone will remain coordinated. Now that's military supremacy. The geopolitical landscape has changed. In modern conflicts, intelligence is everything. The strategic advantages are massive. They can infiltrate GPS denied environments, slip under the doors, and gather intelligence without risking human soldiers. But the actual applications go way beyond spying, beyond warfare. They could revolutionize search and rescue missions, finding trapped survivors when drones and rescue dogs cannot even fit through. But suddenly, a swarm of cockroaches can crawl through the tiniest cracks and stream live video, detecting gas leaks, listening for survivors, and act as a communication relay back to the surface. But it brings up a very real, a very uncomfortable question. Where do we draw the ethical line? Swarm biotactics insist their process is painless and they take great care of their insects. But reality is something different. In most of the countries around the world, insects are completely excluded from the animal welfare policies. For example, if a military contractor took a live dog strapped a helmet to its head, and electroshocked its brain to force it to walk into a war zone, the entire world would be in an uproar. The animal welfare organizations would shut it down immediately. But insects? In almost every country, insects fall into a massive legal and ethical blind spot. They are not protected under any animal welfare policies, and this raises massive questions. Where do we actually draw the line? And this also brings up to a massive ethical gray area. If we can hijack the nervous system of an insect to turn it into a biological drone, who decides to what limit we can go? If we perfect this on cockroaches, what stops defense contractors from moving up the biological chain to birds, to mammals? Who knows? We are turning living, feeling organisms into disposable military hardware. If we can do this, what species will weaponize tomorrow? And who decides what the limit is? And what happens when this technology gets cheaper? What happens when it's not just NATO using this, but a rogue state or even an obsessed stalker who buys a cyborg kit online to spy on someone? The legal framework for this is literally non existent. What do you guys think? Is this a necessary evolution, or are we playing too closely with the laws of nature? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more deep dives like this, and I will see you in the next one.